Why did no one tell me that men just don't get told nice things, apparently? Today I told my...
I agree with that video in a lot of ways. I've been meaning to stitch it for a while, but I feel like it's very true. And like, I'm not a biological man, but I'm very masculine and more androgynous, and I don't really like labels, but like, I'm almost 30 and I have like an ex-wife and everything. Like, she found people throughout our whole relationship to cheat on me with and never really gave me that love or attention or like anything that I needed, really. Like, I have gotten maybe 3 compliments that were like genuine in my whole life. I don't think I'm exactly ugly or anything necessarily, but I guess I come off as intimidating sometimes. Like, when I was 16, my now ex-wife told me I had hecka pretty eyes, and I remember that. Her sister once said I had like really nice legs, which I was like, I didn't know how to take the compliment. I was like, oh, that's kind of gay, bro, you know? And come to think of it, those were the only 2 like actual compliments I've gotten. And like, I'm not looking for compliments, none of that crap, or like saying oh, poor me. But I'm saying it's definitely a thing for people that are feminine presenting. It is a lot easier for them to find a partner or even hookups or friends or this or that. Like, men in general, and I'm not necessarily putting myself in the category, but I am. Yes and no. But I feel like there's definitely a difference. It's a lot harder to meet people or not feel like a creep when you're like approaching someone you hypothetically like or want to get to know. Like, my ex was already messing around with people when we were together, so finding someone afterwards wasn't that hard for her. But she's already been with someone basically as soon as we like got divorced. Like, and she has like a kid that's over a year old now. So like, it really hasn't been that long for her. And like, the last time me and her were like quote unquote together physically or whatever, I fucking cried, dude. And then I met up with this other girl that like literally was like a one night stand thing. I had to leave immediately because I started fucking crying. Okay, because I still like loved my ex so deeply, and I still do. In love is not a thing, but it's just like I had one heart and I gave it, and it's fucking gone now, and I feel cold and miserable and hopeless and empty. Mind you, I don't really want my ex back, but in ways I do, in ways I don't. But I feel like it's something people aren't talking about, but I feel like it's very prevalent that men, and I'm gonna use myself as an example, as like a masculine like presenting person, like, it is so fucking lonely, and people really don't care or know, or it's like, oh, if you're not this height, if you're not this weight, if you're not this and that or whatever. But if you're a woman, you could look like Lizzo. Like, no offense, like, that's not attractive to me, but I mean, you could look like Lizzo, or you could have like no face or be like a butterface, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, girl, you deserve better, this or that. But if you're like a masculine presenting person or a man, like, it's like, nah, like, do better, you're a piece of shit, blah blah blah. You deserve to be lonely. You don't deserve this. Like, that's a fucking thing, and no one talks about it, and it's sad.